There have been a number of absolutely unfounded lies that have been said by Andrew Cuomo. I would just like a moment to address them directly. I've said time and again that I recognize Israel's right to exist. I've said that I will not recognize any state's. I said that I will not.
As a Jewish state.
If I would be allowed to finish, that I would not recognize any state's right to exist with a system of hierarchy on the basis of race, of religion. I have made that very clear. And part of that is because I'm an American who believes in the importance of equal rights being enshrined in every single country, whether we're speaking about Israel or whether we're speaking about Saudi Arabia. You can stand here and you can lie all you want, but New Yorkers know better.
We have the question.
There's been some who've taken issue with this because there is no right, legally speaking, in fact, of any state to exist. That's not a right. States come and go. Does the United Kingdom have a right to exist? Well, Scotland might leave the United Kingdom and then it would no longer be the same country anymore. Czechoslovakia used to be Czechoslovakia. Now it's Czechia, it's Slovakia. People have the right to national self-determination so long as that does not cut across the right of another people to national self-determination, which is what Israel has done, of course, from its inception, not just cut against, but suppress violently the right of the Palestinian people to national self-determination. But what Mamdani's done here is offer a really good template other politicians can use. You see, Israel's cheerleaders, by definition, suspend the most basic liberal principles. That's what is so striking about this whole so-called debate. You don't actually need to be a radical to be a socialist, like myself, to stand against Israel's murderous subjugation of the Palestinian people. What Mamdani's done here is say he won't accept any state's right to exist with a system of hierarchy on the basis of race or religion. In other words, he's just defending a basic liberal principle, the equality of everyone before the law. And he even points out that he's standing by an American principle because constitutionally the US enshrines equal rights, even if, of course, in practice it doesn't enforce those rights. And Israel, which doesn't have a system of hierarchy on the basis of race or religion, is no longer Israel. This is a state, of course, which subjects millions of Palestinians from the West Bank to Gaza to subjugation, to apartheid, to genocide. So, if that suddenly what exists there is the basis of, legal equality underpinning everything, it's no longer the ethno-state it currently is. It would mean equal rights for all citizens, regardless of what religion or they have or they don't have in the territory under Israeli hegemony, which is the territory which exists between the River Jordan and the Mediterranean Sea. So even though he says he supports Israel's right to exist, whatever you think about that formulation, in practice he's backing the idea of a single state with equal rights for all, which is no longer Israel at all.